Hey guys, I just want to show this one. It's called the Orbitgame. It's actually an ROI Dapp. As I mentioned before, I would release some of these as they came out. If they did something different, if they weren't just the same old, 6 plan, 3 unlocked, 3 locked plans with 14, 21, 28 days. I mean, this does have the 14, 21, 28 days, but it's a little bit different, and I want to talk about that. So this one launches in 3 days, 37 minutes from now, which is, I think, it's actually going to be on Saturday. Yeah, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I'll do an update again, right before it launches on Saturday, just as kind of a reminder. I'm not saying you have to get into this thing, but I just want to show things that are a little bit different. If anything, it sparks ideas for myself when people do things different, just so I can get some ideas. Talking about my DApp, I don't know. I probably could have released it a week or so ago, but I keep coming up with better ideas to make it more sustainable. But I think I'm just gonna have to draw a line in the sand soon and just get it out there. But I just want to make it very secure. If it takes another week or two, I'm fine with that, as long as there's no issues on launch and it's much more sustainable than other dApps out there. I don't know. I'm excited because it's a mix of a few different strategies that hopefully will work out well. Anyway, I don't want to talk about my DApp here. I'll be doing a release of that when it's ready. But let's talk about our Orbitgame. It is a daily ROI DApp, and there are referral bonuses, blah, blah. When you look at the top, you're like, okay, here we go. We're going to scroll down and see 6 boxes and whatever, and you don't. Let's see, they've got, a link to their audit, which is a Hayes crypto audit, for what that's worth. And let's see. Yeah, other than the high issue with basically everything's paid from deposits of other users, and the optimization suggestion, which means that they didn't account for, if people create too many deposits, which if they do on this, I don't know, that'd be crazy if somebody created 100 deposits on this. So you get between 112 to 364. People are familiar with that 112% because of usually the first plan on a lot of these things are 112, and that's what this does. But it did reduce the withdraw fee to 5%, so you can make a little bit more on that. But I don't want to talk about just that plan. I want to talk about the plans that it does have. So I mean, a lot of it is they try to make a game out of it, but it's not really a game. I don't know. I guess you're playing against other people to get your money back and make some profit, but they just have some general information, blah blah blah, and I'll talk about some of these. So this is just going to be kind of a dashboard here. There's no real interaction here, except for your withdrawing here and a history. So there's not going to be too much information here. This is where you're going to be able to withdraw. Now let's get down here where kind of all the staking happens. So we've seen these sliders in the past, and a lot of these came from like the BNB Fury, the Fury dApps, and they scale across all these different chains. Let's talk about these. The first one being 7 or 14 days withdraw anytime, and that's the one that's gonna be this is gonna be interesting because of the other plans that are in this lineup. I initially thought, everybody's gonna jump into this one and drain the contract, and I think for this one you need to do a little more research because there's other options, and I think one of these other plans is actually a little better, maybe. I don't know, I haven't decided. So if you go across here, the next one is any time for 21 days. Obviously I don't suggest going past the minimum. The next one's 28 days, and you can see this, 28 days for 151%. That's, I don't know. It's nice they're kind of keeping these things a little bit lower. And then the next one, this is where I'm like, whoa, wait, what? They've got another one for 14 days, and you can withdraw every 6 hours, but instead of 112, you get 120%. So yeah, I'm wondering if a lot of people are going to be bailing into number one, and then option 4 would actually get you a faster return before those guys drain the contract. Obviously, if everybody watches my videos that bails into these, then everybody would be bailing into number 4, but I doubt that's going to happen. I'm sure there's going to be other YouTubers that are out there that are going to be like, ape into number 8 or whatever, and make 364%, whatever. So yeah, that's this. I don't know. I might throw a little bit into 4, not tons, and just try this thing out. And as this works out, I'll give you guys updates. I don't know. I'm kind of torn between those two, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. Can you get more of your return back and make some more profit on this one rather than number 1? So that I don't know. I think I'm going to actually try it out and see what happens. And I guess they also have plans to scale across other chains as well, and I'll do updates on those ones as well as this one, if it dies. We'll see what happens. Also, the referral program, I kind of like it somewhat. It does have a lot of levels, so that increases the payout. But to get to these other, actually they have different levels. You actually, if you put in, 0.5% BNB, you can get, 5% of your referrals. If you put in 0.2, you get an extra 2.5%, and on and on and on. So if you want the max referrals of, I think it's 10%, you have to put in 2.5 BNB. You somebody that's doing referrals, you have to also be invested in the program to get the maximum amount of referrals. So I kind of like that idea. It's very interesting. I just like when they do something different, and actually, the people that jump into these, have them be invested in the program as well, and not just take referral money. And that's kind of the DApp. I don't know. I'm kind of interested in it. I like things that are a little bit different. I like how they really mixed up the plans. I've kind of stopped doing the old, the same old dApps, but I like when they change things up on like these ones. So I'm interested to see how this one goes and the subsequent ones that go across the different chains. But yeah, I'll leave a link to this. It's a referral link. And yeah, I'm not saying you should get into this. It's just something that I found that's very interesting. And like I said, they're going to be scaling across different chains with this as well. And I'll update you guys when those happen if you're interested in jumping into these. I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm not saying, hey, I release this video so I wholeheartedly endorse this thing or anything. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I found this. I found it interesting. I might check it out. You can look at it, you can decide, or you can just totally ignore this. That's totally up to you. That's kind of how this channel works. Anyway, guys, go ahead and leave any comments below. What do you think? Do you think that first one, that first locked plan or the unlocked plan, or this first one is 112%, so you'd be making, let's see, about 6 or 7% off of that after the fee. And then this one you'd be making about 10% off of it. Anyway, tell me guys what you think. 1 or 4, like what do you think is going to happen with this? I guess the big risk here is after on day 14, that last block or two of 6 hours might be unreachable, but it might be worth, I don't know, I'll check it out. Anyway guys, tell me what you think in the comments below. Go ahead and like the video if you like it. You know where the red button is if you're not subscribed yet, and hit the bell notification if you want to be alerted to these videos as they come out, and we'll catch you on the next one.